Hi, I'm the museum technician here at the Richard Nixon Presidential Library Museum, and today is the first in our series, First Family Fashion. In it, we will explore the artistry and historical significance of the Nixon family's clothing in our collection. We have this vibrant dress and coat that belonged to First Lady Pat Nixon. It was designed by Dorothy Farbo under Vincent Mignon's label and worn at Richard Nixon's first presidential inauguration. On January 20th, 1969, Pat Nixon accompanied her husband to the East Portico of the United States Capitol in Washington, D.C. There, she held two family heirloom Bibles as her husband was sworn in as the 37th President of the United States. Pat Nixon had a working relationship with Vincent Mignon, and she and her two daughters frequently wore the Mignon brand in the pre-inaugural period. It culminated with Mignon having his lead designer, Dorothy Farbo, create the Nixon women's daytime inaugural looks. So under the Mignon label, Dorothy Farbo created these custom clothing for Pat Nixon. This is evident when looking at the precise fit of the double-breasted coat and the clean tailoring lines on the dress. Mr. Nixon requested that the clothing be light-colored, just as Pat was fond of. While these clothing aren't the lightest shade of pink, the clothes are cyclamen pink, named after the flower. The dress has a mandarin collar with a fitted bodice and an A-line waist that flares out towards the bottom. Made of textured wool, the coat has a defined waistline that's accentuated with a square belt buckle. The clothing is a strong representation of the fashion of the late 1960s and early 70s, with a bright color palette and emphasis on matching sets and coordinated accessories. This ensemble is just a small part of our collection here at the Nixon Museum. We're excited to be able to preserve these objects and share them with you, the public.